If you're ever stopped, remember this. You do not have to explain your day. You don't have to say where you were coming from, where you were going, what you do for a living. You don't have to discuss any of that. And the police, when they stop you and pull you over the roadside, you're detained. In Canada, that is the law. That is a detention at that moment. And you've got a right to silence at that moment. You're obligated. You are required to identify yourself. You got to provide your driver's license. In BC, you've got to confirm your name and your address and the name and the address of the registered owner. But beyond that, you do not have to say anything. And it shouldn't be a discussion, because anything that they're asking you, any questions that they're asking you, is for an investigative purpose. They are trying to suss you out. And it may be to suss you out for all sorts of things. It might just be a discussion that ends up leading to a further detention. And that detention could be a lawful or an unlawful detention. That detention could lead to something that causes you to be arrested or receive a ticket for something that you haven't even considered, something you didn't even think that you were doing wrong. You can always find somebody doing something wrong. There's a common thought in the legal community, particularly in the US, that if you dig into somebody enough, you'll find something that they're doing that's a criminal offense or a wrong of some sort. Don't allow that to happen. You have to identify yourself, provide your name and your address. You don't have to give your date of birth in BC. You have to identify the registered owner of the vehicle, and you can grab the documents out of the glove box and look at them and say, yeah, this is the registered owner and this is their address. Typically it's you, right? But beyond that, anything else, they're asking you questions to hold you there longer, to try and suss you out and maybe spot something in your back seat that they don't like. Maybe have one of their colleagues punching up your plate to find out whether or not your son or your child was speeding in that vehicle before or something, anything, So don't allow that to happen. Just don't engage in a discussion. If you're stopped, you don't have to discuss your day. You don't have to tell them what you do for a living. You don't have to tell them what you're out doing on the roads. You're allowed to be out on the road in your vehicle. You do have rights in a car. Driving is a privilege, but it's also a right in some respects. But you have rights in your vehicle when you're pulled over, and you've got the right to silence. Rely on it.